nice Lyft driver, Uber driver. He was very, very nice. I use both Uber and Lyft when I travel in a city that I don't know. Robin and I prefer not to drive if we don't have to. We're not city drivers. We live in the country. So, no, we don't. I don't drive like a Californian. I drive like a Texan. So, we're going to take this water taxi about and see all the different places. It was $60 for the both of us. It's a hop on, hop off all day kind of thing. The concierge was super nice. Hey, Florida has bees. Yay, Florida. The concierge was super nice, and we're going to get a paper ticket. It is done by what's called Water Taxi, and it appears that they have on the Riverwalk, because there is a Riverwalk in Florida, they have a free water taxi as well. So just a heads up on that. But we booked through Viator. So let's enjoy this. There's some really beautiful houses along the canals here and the river here in Fort Lauderdale. This trip, round trip, is 3 hours. Like I said, $30 an adult. It's pretty warm outside. It's about 80 degrees. I'm in dead sun. Masks are not required on board. For those of you worried about COVID protocols, remember I'm in Florida. They're a little bit more not as concerned. Like California is very concerned. Florida is not quite as concerned. I think we're turning around. This is a very big boat, by the way. It's like a ferry boat. They also have a littler ship that they use, a little boat that they use as well. Wow, this is tricky maneuvering. These guys are skilled. The gentleman who helped us was very nice. If you purchase your tickets via Viator, they have to give you a scannable ticket. It's a good idea to take a picture of said scannable ticket because it's not like a hard card. And use that to get on and off the ship. It's just like a hop on and hop off bus. Except it's a water taxi system. But yeah, this place it's warm, it's beautiful, and the one thing that I noticed that's different from Orlando is it's breezy. We're enjoying it very, very much. Okay. I'll sign off when we get to something interesting. I'll come back on.
50-mile-an-hour winds. And that house took 5 years to build because each layer of concrete took 28 days to dry.
Wow.
And then the house just behind it, we built that for his mother-in-law. They said that house behind it could maybe withstand a category 1.
So far the tour is very fun.
It took 5 years for that house to be built. He lived in this house to our right with all these beautiful palm trees in the meantime.
Wow. Oh, the real estate is
He
gorgeous
sold
out
his
here.
pharmaceutical sales business for $540 million.
Wow.
And he built that first house, a hurricane-proof house, for $52 million.
Wow. This is crazy beautiful. We're on an intracoastal waterway right now. It's a freshwater inlet into Fort Lauderdale from the ocean.
This beautiful home to our right. We call this house the White House of Fort Lauderdale.
No kidding. Oh, my mom was shit.
Previous owner was Jack Hutchings. He invented the tubing in your car for the air conditioning. You would love that invention down here in South Florida. But with that, he had an ongoing battle with General Motors.
Check it out. So one of the stops on this little tour is Port Everglades. We're right by the Hilton, which looks really beautiful. So the Hilton is back here. So this is where the water taxi picks you up at this little gazebo. Check out that Hilton right there. But yeah, we're going into Port Everglades. We're going to spin around and then we're going to come back and hit stops 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, which is super cool. But if you look in front of us, there is a Princess cruise ship. That is the Enchanted Princess, and across the way is a Carnival cruise ship. Oh, maybe we're going to turn around right here. There are yachts everywhere. There are little fishing speedboats. There's fisheries. There's little places. This is a really cool little tour. The narrator, he's funny. We're under a super cool bridge. It's just, the architecture is gorgeous. It's the perfect temperature outside. It's nice and breezy on the waterway. You know, this is a good way to cruise. We actually flew in 2 days before we're supposed to embark. So if we test positive at the port, we'll have a little bit of a vacation before we have to drive all the way back to California because we can't fly. Luckily, I'm a travel advisor, so I know how to cancel and get credits and rebook and do all of that fun stuff. I actually did use my own travel advisor, not me, to do this cruise. So I'll be able to contact my travel advisor and she'll handle the cruise end of things and I'll handle everything else. So that's, I have a certain morale when it comes to being a travel advisor, and I really don't feel like I should book my own trips. I really feel like I should use my travel advisor because she is a small business too, and she works with a very good travel agency out of Florida that focuses on Disney just like I do. So I'd like to have that connection to her. So here we go. We're turning around now in the port. Look at these yachts. Look at this. It's ridiculous. I mean, my goodness, it's beautiful. Oh, there's a pirate cruise right there. That is also, we can also book that for you as well. Everything is through TripAdvisor. You can read this on TripAdvisor, and I can do the bookings for you, no problem, if you don't want to handle it yourself. But this is great. This is just wonderful. This is how I like it. I like to do cities this way on a hop-on, hop-off tour. Look at my San Antonio videos, and we also did San Diego. And I didn't really get to vlog that, so I'm probably going to redo that because San Diego is one of our favorite places to visit. There is a lot of homeless there, so it's just something that you have to keep in mind when you visit there.
We have Pier 66. It is owned by Joe Lewis. He has $200 million going into renovations. That's when it's not open. But on that second floor, or that top floor, that is a rotating bar. It takes 66 minutes to complete one rotation. And then the owner of that Pier 66 actually owns this beautiful yacht, Viva.
Which is enormous.
That is a 323-foot yacht. When your yacht breaks the 300 mark, they actually put a super on that. So that is actually a super yacht.
Wow. It's just beautiful.
Believe it or not, at the bottom of that yacht, there's actually a tennis court that sits on top of a gyro. So when they're out at sea, they can't feel the waves, they get to play around with tennis.
Wow.
That yacht is $250 million.
Ugh, wow. For a ship.
Do we have any Kenny Chesney fans on board? If so, if you watched that music video, come over. That was actually filmed at the house directly to our right.
Woo. So we're at stop number 5, which is the firehouse. We're learning a lot about who owns what mansion and what have you. And we're over by Bahia Mar, which is the beach. And this is just brutal out here. They got the clouds up there, and they did say that there's like a 10% chance of rain. So when they say that in Florida, that means it's probably going to rain, but not for very long. Just really enjoying this. We're just sitting up on the top deck. You can see the captain on the bridge over there. We have a gentleman walking around and he's talking in a microphone. And downstairs there's another gentleman that helps with the on and offs. His name is Charlie and he's the bartender, and they have $5 margaritas. There is a bar on board. You can't smoke, but there's a bar. And I'm not a smoker anymore, so that doesn't matter to me. Just cold chilling. This is great. Having a good time. We're just leaving stop number 7. I didn't film stop number 6. we're just now leaving stop number 7. We're going to head over to stop number 8, which is the Birch Park State Park that I want to go to. His wife and I both want to walk around a little bit. So Lucy and I are going to stretch out a little bit. There's a couple of really cool birds up there. I don't know if you can see them. Looks like an osprey. We're gonna just kind of wander around. Robin and I both like trees. We're really, really enjoying this. The gentleman who's narrating is funny. This is comfortable. We're probably gonna go get some seafood, but stop number 8 is coming up. And this is another bridge. I don't know that it's a drawbridge. It might be. But we can sail underneath it because it's small enough to do it, but it's pretty cool. This is a really great experience. Definitely worth $60. Don't forget to tip because gratuities are not included. Again, when you're in a red state and you're in the service industry, these people live on tips. They don't get paid a living wage or a decent wage. The conservative states do everything they can to cut that minimum wage down. So, make sure that you're generous, especially if it's a good service.
Debbie, thank you for running with us over here at Water Taxi.
Our closest at 6. We're not going to be there that long. Yeah, it's 11 now. This is our stop right here. It wasn't very long wait at all. All right, we're at Taylor Birch State Park. It's a $2 per person entry fee, so make sure you have singles. The water taxi drops off. The stop is number 8 on the water taxi, and the point of location for the park is number 13. We've got to go potty, so we're going to head up to number 6. But look at how pretty this is. And y'all, you are in nature. There is wildlife, so expect alligators. Okay. Down the bathrooms, they're nice and clean. This place is really cool. You can see it has like picnic tables and an area where you can barbecue, and it looks like there's a beach volleyball. There's plenty of good shade. The bathrooms are clean. Unfortunately, they're not stocked, but they're cleaned. But check this guy out. This is pretty amazing if you're one of those people like I am. Look at that guy. Holy cow. Talk about interdimensional transport. Jeez Louise. Check that out. Dang. Wow.
Buddy, we're gonna get to the beach where it will be fun.
Ooh. You can't tell me that Faye doesn't live in here. Look at this. Because if I was Faye, I would totally live in here. Wow. What a great tree. It's real, by the way. Pathways, and there's the rangers. There's a Wheezy. Alright. We're gonna keep walking.
Look at what's behind us. That picture.
Wow. But we're walking into the darkness. So a lot of these trees I think are mangrove trees, which are native to Florida. It's also really wet. Be aware that you are in a marsh. So you're, well, I'm walking through it.
Oh, nope, I'm not walking in the water.
It's probably not that deep, honey. There's Wheezy. Wow. It's a small river. Hi, Tide. Okay. We're going back the other way. Wheezy has spoken.
My delicate flower feet would not like that.
Delicate. I'm going to get her a motorcycle jacket that's delicate flower.
I would love it.
I'm going to get one for Uncle Neil that says petunia. Because he's also a delicate flower.
You could call me desert flower.
I call you a prickly pear.
Prickly pear. They're delicious.
They are delicious. All right, we're going to go back this way and we're going to get on the bike trail and I'll film more there. All right, so we walked through the park. It was beautiful, as you could see. And we walked out because Robin and I are starting to get hungry and we want to go hit some restaurants. But we stopped at the beach. And I got to tell you, man, I like the Atlantic an awful lot. The Pacific is really cold. The Atlantic is just perfect. Well, at least where I'm at. I haven't stuck my feet in the sand of the Pacific in San Diego. And, you know, Robin and I both really like Florida. I mean, I have for a long time. If I gotta live where there's a beach, which I'm totally down with, I really want Florida. I know it's hot. I know I don't do well in the heat, but I'll get used to it, at least at sea level. There's a big old cruise ship out there. I think it's a Princess. I'm not 100% on that. It might be a Bahamian, but it sure looks like a Princess. And there's a cargo ship out there. The water's not clear, but it's nice. And I'm just totally happy to be here. This is just a nice break. We need it. I've worked 3 jobs since October. We lost Robin's mom. And we've had to push a cruise. It's just been crazy work, crazy everything. So this is very relaxing and very nice to me. We're just sort of wandering around and exploring everything. So, but anyways, enjoy the Atlantic. Say hello to Poseidon. We are at a Japanese Korean fusion restaurant just off the beach. It's off of Terra Del Mar. And Terra Mar and SRA1A. The beach is just over there. We walked in, no reservations. The prices look excellent. And I'm gonna eat some food. Okay, so this is the tempura shrimp roll. And this is the California roll. And that is the Sapporo, and I also have a Sapporo. It happens to be my favorite beer. And we're gonna eat some food. I'm so excited. We're gonna eat some food. Okay, bye. This is Wagyu bulgogi beef. This is a $34 plate, and we just made it into little tiny tacos. It comes with gochujang, which is a spicy Korean pepper sauce. Very excited to eat this. It's absolutely beautiful presentation. Our server is outstanding, by the way. Okay, so we just finished with Takato, which was delicious. We had an excellent server. And we're wandering down A1A. And we're just gonna wander. So when we get to a cool point, I will let you know where we are. But sorry about the bumpiness, I'm walking. They're doing a lot of work, so you probably heard the construction banging in my videos. Sorry about that. It really didn't ruin the meal experience, though. It was a little annoying when you noticed it, but other than that, the food was just overpowering in the sense of. So. Yeah. Weezy needs one of these in her life. Well. We officially walked from stop number 8 to stop number 5 on the water taxi. So there's some really cool deep sea fishing boats, but this is our stop. Check this out. So we're going to go ahead and jump on this and do the rest of the cruise as we kind of need to get off our feet and it's hot. But man, are we having a good time.
Do a happy selfie.
Back aboard the water taxi again. My wife wants to do a selfie, so we're going to do a video selfie.
Treat time.
So we're at stop 5, but we're on the new water taxi and we're going to go right back up the way that we came.
Oh, no one's there.
Okay. We're at a place called Eve's on the Water on Los Olas Boulevard. These are their Korean ribs. And Wheezy has the chicken pineapple fried rice, which looks awesome. So we're going to dig in. It's right on the water. We're outside. It's a swanky little place owned by a local chef who's very from scratch, Gordon Ramsay style. So I can't wait to give this a go. Eve's on the Water on Los Olas Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Nikki, your host and advisor, and I'll see you real soon.